What's up? What's up? What's up with y'all, man? That's Miles Mobile, and y'all tuned back in, man, to that One Step Ahead podcast. You feel me? So today, I want to talk to y'all about the importance of releasing trauma and why it's important to release trauma and kind of always regulating your emotions. The little ball came off, but anyway, always regulating your emotions and staying on top of your emotions and how you feeling and regulating how you feeling and always being mindful of that, right? So, what I want to really focus on, right? So basically, the different ways you can really. So basically, it's different ways. Obviously, you can release trauma. You hear all the time. They tell you, especially when you're a kid and you going through different stuff, emotional things in school, elementary school. They tell you, first thing they tell you is breathe. Make sure you breathe, relax, calm down. And what I learned as of recently in my life is that breathing is the foundation of emotions, is the foundation of regulating emotions. Um, and breathing has helped me a lot in my life, especially more so recently, like as far as with me being highly sensitive and dealing with dealing with being highly sensitive. I've had moments recently where I've had to check myself, kind of almost. Either I'm moving too fast or I'm just thinking too much, overly overstimulated, and I have to take a break, stop whatever it is I'm doing, and allow myself to calm down, allow myself to relax, allow myself to understand what it is that I'm feeling in the moment and process what it is that I'm feeling in that moment. Um, so that's one thing I do. It's a fly in here. I fucking hate that shit. Um, So that's one thing that I do. That's the method I use really all the time. You could use that anywhere, no matter where you at. Always, always take that deep breath. Take that woosah for yourself. Um, so another thing I do also, I journal. I'm gonna start journaling. I haven't journaled yet as far as writing about how I feel, but I am just gonna start journaling. I go on my walks in the morning. I do my breathing in the morning. Um, So I have my morning routine that I go through in the morning just to kind of just get things flowing, get things started. Give me a nice big cup of water. Because they say whatever you eat in the morning, the first thing you eat is what's gonna be, nourishing your organs. You feel me? All of that good stuff. You feel me? So I make sure I drink me a big cup of water first before anything. Cook my breakfast, all this shit. But I say that to say also to have you a good routine in the morning, get you a routine, a steady routine, um, that can help you release the toxic energy. Like I was saying, I write. I'm gonna start writing in a journal. You can write in a journal. Exercise, like I said, we're taking a walk in the morning. That's a good one. I do that. That releases a lot of tension in the body for sure. Um, what else? Oh, meditation. Meditation is a big one as well too. I meditate often. I need to meditate more often, but meditation is a good one. Giving yourself time to sit with yourself, to quiet your mind, to kind of allow yourself to feel what's going on with you internally, working on the inside. Um, um, Another one is was a part of meditation, but listening to different frequencies, different beats, binaural beats. I call them binaural beats. You could look them up on YouTube. Different type of melodies and different stuff like that for meditation. And if you haven't meditated, never meditated before, they have guided meditations on YouTube, or you can even look up how to meditate, on YouTube. So that's another one. And these are all things that I've done before. These are all things that I've done previously, at least one time or two times before. Anything that I mentioned to you, I'm not gonna mention anything to you that I haven't done before, that I haven't applied to my life. But yeah, it's very important to release a lot of trauma release that trauma from the past, even present trauma, present things you're going through, being able to release that and process that. Um, and a big thing with releasing trauma and letting go of the past is really just asking yourself the question why. You feel me? Why do I feel this way? Why? Yeah, why do I feel this way about this situation? Okay, why about that situation do I feel this way? Okay, why do I feel this way about that happening? What about this made me feel that way? So it's all about just asking that question why, and just really getting down to the root cause of your emotions and what triggers those emotions to flare up and all these different things. Because I dealt with a lot of different situations, like just with me having a prosthetic leg, like just dealing with that, people saying shit about that, and me feeling a way about that previously. Like now, I don't really care. Like, I've gotten over that. Like you can say whatever. Like I'm still gonna defend myself verbally and still talk shit back, but it doesn't really bother me like it did. It really doesn't bother me at all. Like honestly, it really doesn't. But I'm not gonna play me like I'm less than or anything like that. But um, but yeah, like I got things, yeah, like things like that used to bother me, or like, for example, what else? Just really, I think a lot of people worry about what other people think about them, and that really doesn't matter at all. I think putting yourself out there is a big thing that people struggle with, and it's something that should be. So it's about taking that risk, right? So I took that risk to put myself out there, even with this YouTube channel, talking on the YouTube channel, doing videos, because especially dealing with the physical disabilities, and people always trying to put you down and trying to make you feel like you less than or not applicable. You feel like at a certain point you feel like, okay, I don't want to be seen, I want to hide, I want to be in the background, I don't want people to see who you know. But it's like, nah, put yourself out there. You have to be able to take that risk to put yourself out there. Like even when I go out in public, like I put myself out there. I'm wearing shorts. I'm putting shirts on, showing my leg, not caring. Just allow myself to experience what it would feel like to not give a fuck, to not care about what people think about me, and put myself in that mindset and force myself to be in that mindset. Because you have to chase your happiness, you have to chase your peace. You can't think it's gonna come and pop up at your front door. Like no, you have to do things to make yourself happy. You have to do things to make yourself feel good and make yourself feel better. So that's a big thing. You feel me? Let me get closer. I'm about to try to roll this blunt up as y'all can see. Um, but yeah, so it's really about just creating that foundation, creating that foundation for your emotions, creating that floor for your emotions to flourish. Um, yeah. So like I said, writing in your notebook, journaling, um, meditation, listening to meditation music, um, uh, like even if you're in the drawing or coloring, get a coloring book. I have a coloring book. I got a couple coloring books, and I have yet to color in them, but I have them and I'm planning on it. But that's one thing that I haven't done yet. That I need to start doing is coloring, giving myself that time to relax, that therapeutic time. Um, so yeah, I just want to come in here and talk to you guys just about different ways of releasing trauma and how to release that trauma. And most definitely, like, be patient with yourself when it comes to releasing. Like, it's not gonna be all overnight. It's not gonna happen all in one time. Like, it takes time for sure. It takes work. Like I say all the time, it's not easy, but it's worth it for sure. It's not easy, but it's worth it, most definitely. And I know, and that's another thing too. The biggest thing is building that relationship with yourself. Building that relationship with yourself, like literally talking to yourself. Like I said before, ask yourself that question: why? Okay, why do I feel this way? Okay, let's start with this. Do me. So, for example, I like back when I was in school or dealing with going to school. I graduated. I graduated year 2017. But back going to school, I would deal with insecurities of dealing with my leg or not want people to know or find out. But it's like, at some point, I had to get over that. At some point, I had to put myself out there and get over feeling insecure about it. But the first thing I did was I was like, okay, why do I feel this way? Okay, I feel this way because it's not normal to have one leg. Okay, why am I why am I shy to put myself out there in front of people? Or why am I shy to not why am I timid to not talk to people? Or why do I shy away from talking to people or putting myself out there when it comes to people? And it's about releasing that, figuring out that answer, getting down to the answer of why. What made me not wanna, you know what I'm saying? Being picked on, whether it be being picked on, whether it be teachers saying stuff, or whether it be whatever. Why? What is the reason? Okay, but what can I do to make myself feel better about the situation? Because at some point, it's not about nobody else. At some point, it's all about you and why. You know, like I said, it starts with you. Everything starts with you on why. You know, it's your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You get in whose feelings? You don't get in my feelings. You feel me? You don't get in their feelings. You get in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So it's about understanding why you feel the way you feel. And like I said, talking to yourself. People say, "Oh, talking to yourself is crazy." People be talking to themselves. Man, talking to you, man. You could, man, talking to yourself is the best thing I done did, man. That's the best relationship you could have is with yourself. You know. So yeah, the best relationship you could have is with yourself. So I promote talking to yourself. I promote building a relationship with yourself. You know, it's very important to have your back, to be there for you. Very important. And that's really what releasing trauma is about, building a relationship with yourself and making sure that you're okay, checking in with you before checking in with anybody else. But yeah, I know we like to care for other people and their 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 pain matters, and I want to be there for them, make sure they're okay, because I've been through a lot of trauma and I know how it feels to go through this and go through that and go through this and feel like this and feel like that. But we have to remember to be loyal to ourselves before we loyal to anybody else. You feel me? For real. And you have to put in a conscious effort to want better for yourself, to want to be better than what you was before, to want to be better than what you was last year, last week. You know, it's all about progression. It's all about progression and taking those steps, whether it be big steps, small steps. It's not about always taking the biggest step. Gradual progress is the best progress. Gradual progress is the best progress. You feel me? If it happened fast, it probably won't last. You feel me? So taking the time to monitor your feelings, like I said, to ask yourself the question, why? Okay, why do I feel like this? Okay, they might have said something in a certain tone, in a certain manner. Okay, why did it make me feel that way though? At the end of the day, why did it make me react the way I reacted? I didn't have to react the way I did. I have to feel the way I feel about it. Why do I feel this way? You know, ask yourself the question why. Trying to get this damn. Yeah, man. So as long as you got you, I always say be loyal to yourself first before you loyal to anybody else, whether that be your partner, your girlfriend, whoever. Be loyal to you first. And another thing also that I want to talk about too, that I don't want to forget to mention is doing shadow work. And what doing shadow work is being honest with yourself, being 100% honest with yourself about your flaws, about your ups, your downs, and being like I said, being 100% honest. Only you and God know the truth. There's no sense in lying when it's just you in the room. What's the point of lying? Be truthful, be honest. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, like I said, do the shadow work. Be honest with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Hey, you a bitch for letting this happen. You this or you that for letting this happen. Why would you let this happen to you? Why would you let them play you like that? Why would you let them do this or that to you? Okay, but why did you let that happen? What do you need to change about your personality? What do you need to change about yourself, your characteristics? What characteristics do you need to change about yourself to make sure that situation doesn't happen again and you carry yourself in the correct manner if that situation does happen again? You feel me? So it's all about it's all about thinking, man. Using your thinking cap, man. You gotta think cap for a reason, man. Always be aware. Always be aware to the best of your ability, and be aware to the best of your ability. Do the best you can to stay on top of you. You feel me? And like I said, it's about being honest with you. Being honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, then who else can you be honest with? You know what I'm saying? So it's about being able to talk to yourself and getting down, like I said, getting down to the core of the problem. Like why, and really be honest about your downfalls, your fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? And don't hold back. Don't you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's a process. It's not overnight. It's gonna take time doing it over and over and over again. You'll open up more to yourself. You'll get to know yourself more. You'll feel more open to understanding you and what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to hide and not be seen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I want to talk about, man. Just releasing that trauma, man. Releasing that pent up energy, man. That built up tension. You feel me? Releasing all of that, man, and letting that go, man, and flourishing how you supposed to flourish, and living to the best of your ability. Living to the best of your ability. You feel me? Allow yourself to release, man. Let all that go, man. Let all that bullshit go. Cause it's no longer serving you. Like it's no longer serving you at all. So why hold on to it? You want to make the change. You want to make the change. So why not make the change? You feel me? But yeah, man. Release all that bullshit. Let it all go. Shit don't matter no more. Shit do not matter no more. And you know that. And you know that for sure. I hope y'all hear that. But yeah. But yep. So that's what I want y'all to try to do. It's at some point this week, try to journal, work on your breathing, get you a coloring book, something. But work at some point, do something this week to work on releasing that trauma, releasing that pain. Cause holding on to that pain, you could never get any gain. You feel me? So yeah, man. Give yourself that time, man, to release, man, to calm down, to relax, to regulate those emotions. You feel me?